All right, we are live and in living color. Welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling, where we interview special guests each and every week, except for a couple weeks. Last week we were off because it was Easter, but from different walks of life in the reselling world. Here we'll discuss the highs and lows in reselling and dive into great conversation. We are positive that you're going to hear something that is going to help you become a better reseller. I'm your host, Ray, and I am joined with my co-host, Dustin.
What's up, everybody?
And today's guest, we have none other than It's Meg Sells. Everyone, a round of applause for It's Meg Sells. How are you, Meg?
Hi, I'm good. How you doing?
Doing great. We're super excited for today, Meg. I know for the people that may not know, Meg, this is Meg's second time on the podcast. We're super excited. I'm sure Meg has grown as a reseller, you know, a TikToker, an Instagrammer, an influencer overall. You know, Meg is probably, you know, working on her own reality show on TV.
Please.
You know, but Meg, for the people that may not know you, could you give us a little brief introduction, you know, a origin story, if you will, on how Meg became It's Meg? You know, or how you're reselling. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But just give us a little brief
background story, the origin.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. So at the start of the pandemic, I unfortunately was laid off from my position. I did wedding sales for venues. So obviously with the pandemic, that wasn't working out very well. Events were canceled and limited to 10 people. I was selling 500 plus person weddings, so that wasn't working out. So quickly, I kind of had to think of something else to do. And I know you love this, Ray, but I found my childhood Pokemon collection, mine and my brother's, and kind of got into that and was like, I feel like these are worth something, right? Like there are Pokemon fans, there are Pokemon collectors. So educated myself on YouTube, kind of learned how to sell and price cards, learned to research them, and then started selling them on eBay. And once I was finished with that, I loved it and I just wanted to continue. So I just kind of kept it going.
That's awesome. And it's funny that you say it's like Pokemon cards were your introduction to the reselling world. And then you found those at the perfect time because it was like the boom of the Pokemon market to where till this day that peak, you know, because everyone was home, everyone was getting their stimulus checks, and they were just blowing it all on things that they didn't have when they were kids. And
crazy.
And I remember seeing that video of you finding your Pokemon cards, Meg, and the one of them, which was I'm still in search for, was that was it a shining Charizard?
That was it.
The first shining Charizard, Dustin.
I want that so bad.
And listen, looking back, I wish I would have held on to it and done more research. Like, I'm happy with the price I got, but if I would have known to go get it graded, you know, and just sit on it and wait a little longer, I think it could have gotten more, but it's all right.
Yeah. Do you remember what the price was when you sold that card?
$300.
That's still a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah, I was happy with it, right? Like, I thought it was just a piece of paper to me. So it didn't, you know, $300 is fine with me, but still, now knowing, I'm like, ugh.
Someone got a heck of a steal. Do you remember the condition of the card? Was it a little beat up? Was it looking nice?
It was in pretty good shape, I have to say. But I remember telling you this on the last podcast, and I think I almost gave you a heart attack on how I packed it. Do you remember this?
I think I vaguely remember it, but just indulge us here, Meg.
Okay. I went to Staples, and disclaimer, I don't do this anymore. So I went to Staples. I bought one of those CD bubble mailers, and I wrapped it in a piece of tissue paper. I popped it in, and I put it in the mail.
Oh.
And thank God it made it there okay. The guy didn't say anything, said it was in good shape, but like, looking back, I'm like, ooh, that was a little risky.
But you got to remember, so that card, I mean, I'm super curious to what it actually goes for now. But I would say it's like a good card is probably over $1,000. I don't.
Yeah.
Do you remember if it was first edition or not?
It wasn't first edition because I know that was like even crazier. And I think
Mhm.
when I was on there, those were the first things I was posting. So I got a lot of scammers, right? And a lot of scammers I remember sending messages like, "Oh, because this isn't a first edition, it's only worth like $20." And they would try to scam me out of it, like,
Nice try, bud.
which is given, right? With all
Yeah.
people that are new on eBay, but I do remember that. So no, it wasn't first edition, but
Well, just curious for the people at home, one recently sold that was not a first edition for $910 on auction. So,
Wow.
crazy.
and then the graded ones, of course, are over, $1,500. So you
Yeah.
might have just caught it right before the leap of the spike, Meg. When you
That's
sold it.
true.
So
Yeah.
that's probably why the price, because I'm sure you looked at the sold comps, just like any good reseller, and you saw that was the average price. So,
yeah, and I put it on an auction, so it was just kind of.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice. Well, let's say hi to some of our friends in the chat. We have one of the OGs is Colt Comics. What's going on, Jeremy? Jeremy, Meg and I were just discussing this before everyone jumped on. Because the way that we all met, a very small group of us that are just TikTok resellers, starting off in 2020. We have all these new resellers just randomly, well, not randomly, but they're all jumping on TikTok, and we don't even know these people, but we still have our nice little core group of OG TikTokers, reselling
That's
TikTokers,
right.
and Jeremy is one of them. So we have Augie's Collectibles says, hi, guys, real quick, Augie, his name is Austin. Augie just started he's just started a YouTube channel. His first video was put out yesterday, and we were the first subscribers, Dustin.
Let's go.
Oh, that's awesome.
So if you guys want to check out Augie's YouTube channel, go over to his channel. Make sure you subscribe, and I think he's got there's a lot of good things going on there. So I definitely put my seal of approval on there. So we have That's Unique Tennessee. Good to see you. We have Alan. Good to see you, Alan.
What's up, Alan?
Jeremy says Meg loves to hunt in Alex.
He's so right. It's my favorite spot.
There you go. We have Marie. Good to see you, Marie. Glad that you can jump on. And we have Justin. Good to see you, Justin. Glad that you can jump on. And we have Anthony. Caught me up. What card was it? It was a Shining Charizard card from Neo Destiny.
Yeah.
All right, Meg. So real quick, I know that you said you're a part-time reseller. I'm guessing if you're part-time, you have a full-time job. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So what made you want to really step in from selling that first Pokemon card to going out at the curbs and looking for cash and flipping it? Like, how did that evolution, no pun intended, with the quote Pokemon cards?
There you go.
How did that go? Like, what made you start? Keep doing it and start TikTok and sharing your information and like all that stuff.
I mean, listen, honestly, not as glamorous as it sounds, but I think a lot of people can relate to this with the pandemic, is that just focusing on one stream of income and just being fully dedicated to that, right? Obviously proved a little tough during that time when so many people were just losing their jobs left and right. Like I was one of them. And I kind of was like, I don't ever want to feel like if that were to happen again, knock on wood, it doesn't, but if it were, that I don't have anything on my back to help me out, right? So it was just as simple as that. And it was something that, once I sold those cards, I was like, oh, I enjoy this. So it doesn't even feel so much like work to me. It's just something I like doing, and it happens to make money. So that's kind of why I was like, let's just stick with this, keep it going.
Nice.
Yeah.
And your specialty, for the people that may not know, a lot of your videos are you just finding things that are discarded, put on the curb, thrown away, and you find them, you restore them, you clean them up, and you flip them. Like, how did that come about? What made you think, hey, this garbage is actually someone's treasure, Like, how did that come about?
Two things. So first thing is I've always been very like sustainably conscious and like eco-friendly where I can be. So that's one of the big things. I mean, we in my town, I'm in a busier area, but we have a large garbage pickup every week, which I know some people do like either every month or like once a year even, right? But there is so much stuff that people just throw out and it just sits in landfills. And it's perfectly good things, you know, like tables, chairs, everything. You can just use it or resell it. So that was one of the things for me because I hate that something would just get tossed that someone could use, right? So that was the first thing. And the second thing was furnishing my own home. Like I was like, you know, why am I paying all this money for a brand new table when I could just find it either on the street or, you know, online for cheaper, right?
Mhm.
Secondhand. So I'm big on the secondhand and big on the recycling, reusing. So definitely more sustainable.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know that's a big thing that a lot, you know, we've been, you know, having a lot of guests. That's what we do. We have guests on the podcast.
Yeah.
But one of the things that everyone always mentions is that finding that disregarded item, upscaling it, or finding it a new home and being that middle person to, you know, finally having somebody looking for that item and
Yeah.
just, you know, being that, you know, just has, you know, it just kind of gives you a little warm, fuzzy feeling.
Awesome.
You know, that it's
yeah.
disregarded and then you give it new life and
It's
just
amazing.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's one of the coolest parts. And I mean,
Yeah.
people always focus too on, you know, the fact that, you know, oh, even for thrift stores, right? Well, you're taking too many things from thrift stores, right? But if you were to see how many things were thrown out from thrift stores, it's
Exactly.
just piles and piles of
Mhm.
clothing, you know,
Mhm.
just washes up in the ocean, it's in the beach, it's everywhere. So it's actually helping the environment reselling.
There you go, guys. There you go.
Yeah.
Augie says, thank you so much. Big fan of you guys and the entire reselling community. So there you go.
Appreciate that.
No.
And guys, if you want to, you know, again, subscribe to his channel. Marie dropped the link. Thank you so much, Marie. We have Mickey. Good to see you, Mickey. Glad that you can jump on. Boozer M, aka the freaking reseller. Good to see you again, buddy. And we have John, aka Bama, picking and grinning. Good to see you, bro. Glad that you can jump on. So, Meg, you were asking about this a little earlier. We did a little TikTok live before we came on here, and she specifically said, Dustin, she's like, "Do you still have Skip or Flip, the segment Skip or Flip?" And we sure do. So
We
for
got
the
it.
people that may not know, the segment, not Skip or Flip, I'm sorry, overrated, underrated.
Yes.
So Meg, we're gonna get to know you a little bit better as a reseller. We're gonna ask you 10 different things, and you're gonna give us your opinion if it's overrated or underrated. 5 being reselling related, and 5 not being reselling related.
Let's do it.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. But before we get into that, Meg, we do want to give a shout out to the sponsor of the podcast, and that's none other than our good friends over at poppinofftoys.com. It's one of the leading providers of Funko Pops, and if you use the code Nashville Flippers, you're going to receive 10% off. Meg, I know that one of the things that you like to flip are nostalgic 90s toys, things
That's
that
right.
you have, a certain nostalgia for, as you were a kid. Have you come across any Funko Pops that really, have you resold any of these? Do you collect these at all?
I haven't, and I'd like to learn more about them because I don't really know much about them.
Okay. Well, we can learn. We can definitely learn. I need to do a whole Funko Pop, get to know what to look for in a Funko Pop.
Yeah,
segment.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So here's some Rugrats ones, guys. If you want to buy some Rugrats, we got Susie, Chucky Finster with his little Reptar toy. If you want some, some Rugrats Funko Pops, go over to poppinofftoys.com and use the code Nashville Flippers. So, Meg, are you ready for overrated, underrated?
I'm ready.
All right. First one up, Craigslist.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm like right in the middle on that.
Okay.
Because it's a little creepy, right? Like you get some weird people on there.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
But sometimes when the Facebook Marketplace views are tanking, it's a good option.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like right
They
in
have
the
a
middle
whole
of that one.
free section on Craigslist.
It's
The
true.
free section.
That
Whole
is
free
very
section.
true. That's a Gary Vee special, the
There
free
you
section
go.
on
There you
Craigslist.
go. Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
and then, a lot of people don't know this, but you can't sell any medical devices on eBay or Mercari. So if you come across, let's say, a sleep apnea machine or something like that, or a filter, you have to sell it on Craigslist. And
I didn't know that,
you can't
actually.
sell it on eBay. So that could be a good way for if you come across anything like that, to flip it on Craigslist. So
Awesome.
what do you think, Meg? Are you overrated or underrated on the Craigslist?
And I got to say underrated because I didn't
Okay.
know that last fact. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's the wild. Craigslist is the Wild West, so there's no rules.
No doubt.
So they can do whatever they want out there.
That's right. Yeah, that's where the creepy,
It's
comes in a
creepy.
little bit.
Have you purchased anything on Craigslist before?
I haven't purchased anything on there. I've tried listing a couple things, and you get the creepos. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What about you, Dustin? Dustin's probably the one
back in the day
creeping you out.
It's him.
I used to buy stuff, some stuff back in the day, like high school days, college days.
I'm curious to know, everyone in the chat, has anybody ever purchased anything on Craigslist, or have they sold anything on Craigslist? Is Craigslist a good sourcing opportunity for someone that may just, maybe you have mama and them still thinking that Craigslist is the only thing to flip things on, and
that's true.
You can, find good things on there. So let's see here. Bama picking and grinning says, "Oh Lord, guess I know where my money is going when Amanda sees those." Oh yeah, Rugrat toys. There you go. Hey, you're going to be able to save 10% off if you use Nashville Flippers. Craigslist and eBay have not updated their websites. That is true.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It is very broke. That's the thing.
That's their motto.
It is very broke. I know that the new eBay spring update came out not too long ago. And, the whole big hoopla is when someone submits an offer, they've been working on taking the money immediately. In the spring update, all it says is they're still working on fixing it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Have you gotten the new messaging system on eBay?
No.
You have it, don't you, Dustin?
Yeah, I do. I like it.
See, I don't have it.
Yeah, I didn't get it yet.
It's like Messenger.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
it's not like an email message anymore.
Nope. It's like a messenger, like a text message thread and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yep.
But
I
don't know why we haven't got it, Meg. Maybe Dustin's just a little more
I think he's superior, obviously.
Yep.
He's a little better. He's a little more better.
For sure.
I call and complain more than I need to, so maybe that's why.
That is true. Dustin does call and complain a lot. So, Boozer says, don't need to meet up with some guys who's a heavy breather, who's cranky from not sleeping. Oh, that's probably a good point.
He doesn't need to sell the sleep apnea machine.
Yeah. So, yes, I used to buy and sell when I was back in college, mainly Pokemon cards and video games. So, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. And John says, I just saw that today and upgraded it. Maybe I have to upgrade the app. It should already upgrade itself. I don't know. Maybe I need to do something.
I'll have to walk you through it next time if I see you this week.
If you see me this week, like you're not going to see me this week.
I'll see you at Goodwill tomorrow, probably.
Exactly. So, Marie says they've been working on the update since 1996. That's so true. So, all right. So let's move. I think I spelled out the second part wrong, Dustin. It should be. You got it?
Yeah, I can figure it out.
Okay. Go ahead, bud.
Overrated, underrated. Number 2, hockey.
Underrated. I'm a huge hockey fan.
Let's go.
Huge. Yeah. I'm a big New York Rangers fan, and I don't think a lot of people know this about me, but I played field hockey in college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So big fan.
I played a little inline hockey back in the day for 1 year.
Cool.
1 year.
That's right.
Hey,
Weren't you on the college team, Dustin?
The first annual Chattanooga Mocs inline hockey team.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. Still got the jersey and everything.
I forgot.
They made them like the Preds replicas and all that. Yeah, we spent all our money on the jerseys.
There you go.
Yep.
There were sick jerseys though.
Oh yeah.
So, Meg, so field hockey, how is that different from regular hockey? I mean, sure, there's no skates, but
Yeah.
same rules, but you're just running around?
It's similar. So you're on turf most of the time. Similar rules, except like you can't check, like you're not checking anyone. You know, it's mostly popular here for women, so it's a women's sport for the most part, and more in Europe, it's like a men's sport. So kind of integrates. Yeah, I don't know how to skate, but I can play field hockey.
Okay, so you're a big hockey fan overall. The New York Rangers.
Yes, huge Rangers fan. They're doing pretty good so far. So they're in the playoffs, so we're looking good.
We're the Nashville Predators are borderline playoffs. I think we're going to make it over the hump. We're going to.
You think you're going to make it? What do you think?
I think
cross our fingers.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see.
So, if you ever come down to Nashville, I don't know what the atmosphere is at the Ranger, during a Rangers game. But when Bridgestone Arena is in the playoffs with the Nashville Predators, it is crazy.
It's great.
Yeah.
It is.
It's insane. The atmosphere is awesome.
Yeah.
I would
you
love
know how
to see
the Red Wings throw octopus on the ice?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Preds, Nashville Predators, we throw a catfish on the ice.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
That's
someone has
awesome.
to sneak in this catfish through security, and it just gets thrown on the ice randomly throughout the.
Yep.
So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to see a game.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like when you go to different cities, you got to see different teams play. Like everybody has something different. Vegas is on my list. I'd like to see them. That's a sick arena they have.
I have a pet. First year in the league and you're going to win a championship. Like,
I know.
Like, come on.
Doesn't usually go like that.
No, like
never.
On. That's crazy.
I know.
So, Doc Diggle, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Says, sup, fellas and Meg. Happy Sunday, everyone. Good to see you, Doc Diggle. Hope you're doing good. And hey, Chris Brown is here. Hey, the fellow R&B phenomenon, Chris Brown, is here. Meg, what is your favorite Chris Brown song?
Ooh, I gotta go Forever, the classic.
Which one is that one? Is that the one with Jordan?
That's like you ever seen The Office when they do the whole scene, the wedding scene? Yeah. That one.
Dustin and I were at a wedding this weekend, and they played that when all the wedding party.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, nice. Boozer says, I like Meg's video as of late. She's throwing things. She's swearing. It's like reseller talk for adults.
That's right.
I like it too.
Premium version.
Mark is saying, "Go Rangers."
Yes.
So, yeah, I like that too. What do you use to bleep yourself out, Meg?
I use InShot. That's my video editing app. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, get a little bleep there because when you repurpose it, you just gotta,
I like it. It's very I like it. It's a good time.
Thank you.
So, all right. So number 3, Meg, estate sales, overrated, underrated. Speaking of cursing.
Seriously, if you asked me this like a couple months ago, I would probably say underrated, and now I'm going to say overrated because lately I've been striking out at estate sales. People are just asking I see these people posting on the thing like an eBay sold comp. They tape it to the item. I'm like, I can't. Waiting in line, everyone's pushing, take a number. No, overrated.
So what don't you like the most, or that's a weird question. What's the most thing you or what's the top, I don't know how I'm trying to reword this.
Well, let's see. It's going to sound, no, I know what you're saying. It's my least favorite thing.
The least favorite thing about estate sales.
Yeah. So I would say the lines. I don't know why I think I just, should just be able to walk in and look at what I want. But I know that's not how it works, but I hate waiting in line. I hate taking a number. I think there's a lot of pushy people at estate sales, like more so than a garage sale or yard sale or even a thrift store. There's pushy people because when you see the picture of what you want on like estatesales.net, people are like at the front of that line and they're like, I am getting that Louis Vuitton bag. Like they will mow anyone over to get the bag. You know what I mean? I don't know.
You just got to bring your little field hockey stick with you next time. You know?
I know. I need like a weapon for defense.
Yeah, you know. I
Seriously.
noticed in some of your videos, Meg, you're wearing a knee brace. Did you hurt it playing field hockey?
I did. Yeah,
Oh.
I tore my ACL twice, so I had a couple ACL surgeries.
So it's more like preventative. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm not risking it this time.
Yeah. So when I go running or exercising, I'll wear it. I don't have to wear it like normal. Like I'm not like walking into the estate sale with my knee brace on, because then I think
Maybe
I'd be
you
at the front
should.
of the line.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know if people would still let me in, but yeah, just when I'm exercising.
This Mickey says, Meg, do you seek out sponsors or do they call you?
That's a good question. So I would say it's probably like half and half. So I do a good amount of reaching out and like prospecting, I guess you can say. But I've gotten a couple, like I think Instagram DM is a good where people can contact you. I've gotten a few questions on there for sponsorships.
What has been your favorite sponsorship so far that you've done?
It was pretty cool working with eBay, I have to say. I did a partnership with them and that was cool.
That's awesome.
I never thought that was going to happen, but that was a cool one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Colt says estate sales versus Goodwill. Which one do you like better, Meg?
I have to say estate sales. I don't like Goodwill.
Ooh.
I know. And I don't really like estate sales either. So I'm kind of like, but I prefer like instead of like a Goodwill, like I like an independent thrift store. I find I do better in those, like a church thrift store or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I more prefer those. And I don't really have a lot of Goodwills around me, to be honest. So I'm a little biased there, but
There you go. Marie says, go to the last hour or two before the close. It'll totally be different. So that makes a lot of sense.
that's very true. This last one I went to, the one that I had the video with where there was just so much stuff in the house. I went because I was looking for the Lennox Spice Village. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I don't know what that is.
So it's like it's like a ceramic piece that Lennox made like years ago. And they're these little tiny houses, but they hold spices. So like oregano, salt, pepper, and they go for major money on eBay. They're like $800, $900. So I walked in and I saw the pictures of it. So I figured that everybody else was looking for that as well. But the guy had it priced so high. I think he had it priced at like 500 or 600 that I was just like, there's just like no room for anything here. If I'm going to spend this and try to flip it, I just didn't feel comfortable spending that at such a high price. So that's what I went for, but he priced it so high. I had his number. So, if it didn't sell by the end of the sale, that he'd let me know. Didn't sell and he still wanted the same price for it. So like, all right, forget it.
Right. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Boozer says Meg with the knee brace at an estate sale is like a reseller version of Stone Cold Steve.
You guys are really convincing me here. I don't know.
Video. You need to put like a little vest on.
Yeah.
And have someone like throw you like some beers and you're just
I like it.
Going at it.
Get out of my way.
My next video. You might have just inspired me here,
There you go. Mickey has a good question. He says, how many items do you usually have listed at one time?
So lately, I took a big hit. I did a clean out. I actually took in some clothing that I shouldn't have taken, and it wasn't selling. So I cleaned those out, knocked down my listings pretty deep. So I'm down to 200, which is where I'm at right now. And then I have about another 200 different things on Facebook, I would say.
Yeah. I think mine's around there too. Dustin, do you know how many items you have listed currently?
94, something like that. I think you were at 111 when I looked.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a pretty consistent, like anywhere in the 150s to 200, I find is pretty consistent, Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing with me is that, I hear people that have over 3,000 items in your eBay store. Again, we're all part-time resellers, so we can't have that time to list everything. But I want to buy items that I'm not waiting on what is it?
Holding.
I'm more of a quick nickel, not a dime.
Slow burner.
I know.
I want to get it in. I want to get it out.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna get it in and get it out. So
Also,
when I
like,
hear
you know how much space you need for 3,000
Exactly.
items.
so
You need
much,
so much space.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, which I can see, you know, if you're full time, you know, this is what you do full time. You haven't, you know, what do they say? You sell like 10% of your inventory a week or whatever. So it's like
Right.
if 3,000 items, you know, you sell 300 items a week. You know, that makes more sense.
Right.
You know, because you got to pay your bills and stuff like that. So, but
Yeah.
my mind just cannot wrap my head around having 3,000 items.
I think I'd lose things. I don't think that would
Oh,
work.
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
I like the 100 to 125. Like,
Yeah.
you know, space
Sweet
wise
spot.
and all that. Yeah.
Mhm. So we have Eric, the Vintage Hunter, is here. Good to see you,
Hey.
Eric. Glad that you can jump on. We have a great interview with Eric on our podcast. If you guys want to hear it, make sure to go back and listen to that. It's fantastic. It's been one of my favorite ones for sure.
Awesome.
So there we go, Eric. Turn and burn, baby. Get it in and get it out. That's me. Let's see here. Boozer says, being your field hockey stick too, beat anyone in the competition.
Oh my
Hey, there
God.
you go.
I look like a crazy person.
You got it, man.
You could wrap it in barbed wire too.
Oh God.
Just
Yeah,
like
I
the
really
baseball
get
bats
myself
from back
in.
in
Now
the
I'm
day.
number 1 in line. That's right.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Overrated, underrated. Number 4, Dustin. This is a good one.
Number 4, the show, all that.
Oh my God. I've never seen it.
You've never seen the show?
I've never seen it. I know it, but I've never seen it. Isn't that awful?
I should
Yeah.
believe.
I guess overrated because I haven't cared enough to watch it.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I know that's like the true 90s kid right there.
It's right. Yeah, it's the Saturday Night Live of our youth.
It's
Yeah.
true.
For sure.
It's
So,
true. I
there
might
you
have to
go.
try it.
Yeah, you gotta
More
watch
episodes on YouTube, I'm sure. Not great
Yeah.
quality, but you can find them.
Yeah,
I
just at least
recently
one,
watched-
right?
Yeah, I recently watched one of the episodes, and you have to be a kid to really appreciate what's going on. Because now
I'm
you're
sure.
like, why was this so funny? It's like, well, I was also 8 years old. So
Yeah, seriously.
right. Mickey says, "What's the biggest hit you've ever took?" Like, you know, I guess
Like a
recent-
loss.
A loss.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say I'm pretty grateful I haven't had any big hits. Like I haven't really I think my strategy is not to like go for like big, large, risky items like that Lennox. That would have been like a risky one for me. So that's why I was a little hesitant. But I would say like the most recent I could think of is the video I just did I picked up Nordic wear. I actually had a couple pieces of that, not just the one, but it was all like, I didn't look at the other side of it. It was all like rusted or just deteriorated and flaking. So anytime you're trying to sell like, you know, like cast iron or, you know, any type of like cooking ware, bakeware, it can't be peeling because then that gets into your food.
Yeah.
So that sucks. So that just went right in the trash.
Yeah.
It's a waste of money. So, but
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had like a large hit where I was like, oh God, you know, little ones here and there.
Yeah. What about you, Dustin? Can you remember anything that maybe shipping related?
Those beanie babies, man. Those beanie babies.
Well, you did. It's not like you
Sitting
paid a
on-
lot for them.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I can't think of everything we got. I just feel like it goes quick, but nothing big. Nothing I bought like big purchase wise that I've lost a lot on.
Yeah. Dustin and I, when we go out and purchase stuff, we're super conservative. You know, like we're trying to buy things that, you know, we know. Sometimes Dustin likes to risk it a little. I'm way more conservative than Dustin is.
If I see something that like, oh, it's like $500, but it's only 2 sales, whatever, I'm still going to take a chance on it. Maybe list it lower. So that's what I'll take a chance on.
All right. That's pretty cool.
So, Marie saying, depends on what you sell. Small items, not so much space. Paper, easy to store.
Yeah.
Eric is saying that he loves paper. I think it's called ephemera, or is that old paper? Right? Have you heard that term before? I'm sure Eric knows. Ephemera. I think I'm saying that correctly. Anthony also says, we just had a 7, 11, and 13-year-old watch every episode. They loved it. So there you go.
Awesome.
There you go. All right. So next one up, Meg. The overrated, underrated. exercising as a reseller?
Underrated. Yeah, definitely. I'm a big exercise person.
Okay. Do you feel? Sure. I know that, for people like us, we're constantly in front of a computer. We're doing things. I think one of the reasons why I put this on here is we got to remember to take care of our bodies.
It's true.
Exercising, not eating junk when we're out garage selling, because it's so easy to stop at the burger place or at the biscuit place, in the morning and just get an energy drink, get one of those taquitos from the gas station or whatever. So it's like we got to make sure that we take care of our body. So I agree with you 100% on that, Meg.
It's
exercising
important.
is a little underrated, and we gotta make sure we're because a lot of the reason why people want to be full-time resellers is to get to spend more time with their families.
Yeah.
But they're consuming a lot of garbage, so you got to remember, it's like if you want to be here longer for your family, you got to make sure you take care of your body.
Very true. It's important.
So Mickey says, do you ever have weird interactions with people, homeowners? Oh yeah, of course. That's part of the territory.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
That is part of the territory.
Oh my God.
Would you be willing to fight someone for an item if you knew it was a killer flip?
There's a chance.
Would you take Dustin's like way bigger than everybody?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things.
I'll just body him out of the way. Just like elbow out of the way. It's mine.
God.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'd ever fight someone for it. Like I'm very big on like if their hands on it, I'm not gonna like grab it away from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like it's not worth it for that. But no, I would never fight someone. But yeah, there's always like crazy people that are putting on these garage sales. It's like part of the entertainment,
It's part of the fun.
Yeah.
Part of the fun for sure. Yesterday, Dustin and I pulled up to a yard sale. This is the first yard sale that I went to. I was telling him, I was like, dude, I found all these Funko Pops and all this 90s nostalgia, like all this stuff. It's like, I'm going to go back and see what they have left, because if they still have stuff left, it's going to be super cheap.
Right.
And we're literally pulling up, and you can see a person grab the rest of the Funko Pops. And they're like putting them in the box.
It's all Harry Potter ones. I was going to snag them.
But you know what you found, which I would have never known, is that Spice Girls, right? Was that the same sale?
Yeah,
the same sale.
I was like, no way. I would have never thought that would go for anything like that.
I didn't know either, because it was just, I needed it in my collection, and I was like, wow, this is actually worth some money.
Yeah, never mind. It's not in my collection. Go to the eBay store.
Trempa Coles says, do you have goals to grow your business as a reseller? That's a great question, and that's actually one of our questions towards the end of this interview. So if you stick around, Miss Meg will answer that for you here in a little bit. So let's move on to the next overrated, underrated, number 6, Dustin.
Number 6, Jack Harlow, the rapper.
Oh, I was like, what?
Who's Jack Harlow?
Do you know who that is?
I guess overrated. No, I just overrated. I don't know who
you might hear. What's one of his songs, Dustin? What's What's Poppin'? You've heard it.
Yeah,
I know you have.
Yeah. Oh, overrated.
Yeah. What kind of music do you like to listen to, Meg? What's on Meg's playlist when she goes on the field hockey field, and she's reliving her her high school days of her scoring, the hat trick that she scored that one time. What's going through those AirPods?
So I think, surprising to most people, I'm a big Southern rock fan.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah, I love Leonard Skinner. They're my favorite. Marshall Tucker, Allman Brothers. I like the old school. That's my thing.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
Yeah,
that's
thanks to my dad. So my dad was a big fan, so I had me listening to it.
All right, like Leonard Skinner. Okay, I like it. Let's see here. Jason T. Smith would probably buy the Spice Girls stuff. I don't know who Jason T. Smith is. Who? Jack Harlow, the rapper.
So, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. All right. So next one up, Meg, overrated, underrated, number 7, Whatnot.
For now, I have to say overrated.
Okay.
I just, like we were saying before, I just don't feel like I have the time and energy to commit myself to doing that. You know what I mean? Just, it's too much. I think already listing on eBay and Facebook, it's plenty of platforms for me. I don't need to get myself on another one.
Okay. Now, have you downloaded the app at all and just kind of, browsed around to see what it kind of looks like, anything like that?
No, I haven't even gone that far.
Okay. It's a very interesting platform. The thing that I do like, Meg, and I'm sure eBay will hopefully do this one day. Let's hope. Let's pray. When auction style, someone's showing you this item, this Brad stole, to start the auction at $1. It goes for a minute, highest bidder wins. When they win, the funds immediately come out.
Oh, I do like that.
So they have to, when they sign up, you have to enter your payment information.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Looking at any auction, anything like that. And I think shipping is a flat rate. And then if you buy something else from that seller, it's an additional $1. So it's not cool. Another. Yeah. So, and let me know. Right. I know Eric, the Vintage Hunter, he's on Whatnot, and some other people that are on here. Let me know how you guys like it. But I don't know.
You have to check it out.
You have to check it out. And I've heard through the grapevine that eBay is possibly going to experiment and do the same thing.
Let's see. So, they can't seem to get the payment upon best offer yet. So I don't know if we're, jumping a little too far here, but
so
that would be great.
So when we have you on for the 10th time in 2042, hopefully, hopefully eBay will get it together.
Maybe
they're still working on it.
That's right.
We're still working on it. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
We'll still be working on it. So Cole's comments is Whatnot won't accept me.
Why?
I think you would. Yeah, I don't know why. Did they give you a reason, Jeremy? That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, number 8, overrated, underrated.
Ooh, my favorite, Nicolas Cage.
Overrated.
But he put the bunny back in the box.
Did you ever see that movie Con Air?
No, I haven't seen that, but I've seen all the what is it, the National Treasures or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's an overactor.
Okay.
I want to see him versus Liam Neeson in a boxing match.
That would be pretty cool.
Celebrity boxing match. That'd be interesting.
So celebrity death match, like on MTV.
They should bring that back. I used to watch it all the time.
You brought up Liam Neeson, Dustin. There's a new movie on Netflix where do people just write movies for him to star in? Because all of his movies are basically the same thing. Like,
was it Taken 7?
It's something like that. I just don't understand how he keeps getting these roles that are all similar. Like they're
all the same movie.
These roles for him specifically.
Yeah.
It's literally the same movie.
They're all the same. They're all the same movie. So no, Meg doesn't like Nicolas Cage. Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. All right, Meg.
Sorry.
Overrated, underrated, number 9, reselling plush.
Reselling what?
Plush, like stuffed animals.
Oh. Underrated. Yeah. You can find some good ones out there, just clean them up. I found a couple. Honestly, I find them in the garbage a lot. And I know everybody comments on my thing, bed bugs. But like, you have to know how to clean it, like I don't bring them into my home. I keep them outside until they're clean, and then you kind of go from there. But 100% underrated, especially Pokemon plushes, Nintendo, Disney, a lot of the times, definitely underrated.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Jeremy says, no reason. I think it was implied that I wasn't good enough. Oh, man.
Or you're too good.
We're going to have to talk. We're going to have to pick you up and go directly to the Whatnot head code.
That's right.
Jeremy. and throw a Molotov cocktail through their window.
Taking 100 dust.
So Reese's taking 100 dust. So, all right, last one up, Meg. Overrated, underrated, number 10.
Ooh, coffee.
Ooh, underrated. I'm a big coffee person. Yeah.
What's Meg's coffee order? Are you more of like, are you going to get coffee, or are you like this mad scientist coffee maker that has all these drips and?
No, I'm not. Nothing fancy. I have an espresso, which I love. So that's been nice. But I will usually do French press. That's my kind of coffee.
Okay.
So I usually just make it at home. I don't really. If I'm gonna go somewhere, I like Dunkin'. I like Dunkin' iced coffee. I'm a fan, but I usually make it at home.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, what are you getting? Just a plain iced coffee, black? Or you?
Yep. Yeah, I don't do any like sugar or anything in it. I just like it black. No creamer or anything. Just straight up.
Nice.
Give me the real stuff.
Dustin likes his creamer with a little bit of coffee in it.
Yep.
Oh, so just a jar of milk.
No, almond creamer, the sweetened.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like the sweet one. Yeah.
The sweet one is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Meg. So that concludes our segment of the show, Overrated, Underrated. Thank you so much for playing. And so let's move on to Dee's tip of the week. So Dustin's tip of the week. Dustin, please, what is your tip of the week?
I'm just going to say it. Stay positive. That's all. Stay positive is my tip of the week.
So what do you, by staying positive, Dustin, or what are you?
Just like if sales are slow, or if I don't know, just if you feel like you don't have enough time to list, it's okay. Stay positive.
That's good. Meg, have you experienced any kind of burnout? Just maybe looking at other people on social media, those Monday box pictures that everyone likes to post, and you're sitting there with your 2 little packages that are going out. Like, do you experience anything like that? Like, you trying to keep up with the Joneses, or like, you know what I mean?
Of course.
Kind of feeling down, sales are slow.
Yeah, I think to your point with the comparing, like how many boxes you have going out, right? Like, sure, you could have a lot of boxes that are $5, $10 a piece, but you could have 2 big boxes that are like 200 a piece.
Exactly.
So it's not the quantity, it's the quality, in my opinion. And stay positive, right, Dustin?
Yep, exactly.
I like it. Yeah. I know one of the things that, I've spoken of this before, and Dustin, this has reminded me of your Dustin's tip of the week, is, when I first started reselling, I would see everyone's posting their 90-day totals on social media. And I would look at my little measly 90-day total. And before I really, knew a lot about reselling, is that their 90-day total, even though it says, let's say, $50,000, you don't know what necessarily they paid for certain items in that 90-day total.
True.
So their gross and their net could be way different than your gross and your net. And like you were saying, Meg, if you're sending out these 2 items, those 2 items could be, you paid $1 for $200 an item that you sold, and there are 50 items, they probably paid, they could say they paid $40 and sold them for $50. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So starting off, to Dustin's point, stay positive. Don't compare yourself with other people. Do you, only you know what you got going on, what your why is, and what you're doing it for, and all that good stuff. So that is Dustin's tip of the week. Stay positive, my friends. And Dustin's tip of the week is brought to you by our good friends over at stickerwise.com, one of our favorite places to get stickers. And we actually get our stickers there. So if you use the code Flippers, you're going to get 10% off. So, Meg, I don't know if you have any Meg sale stickers, but if you want to purchase any, use the code Flippers and you're going to get 10% off.
Awesome.
So that's our good friends over at stickerwise.com. All right. So there we go. If Whatnot doesn't accept you, stay positive.
Exactly.
That's right.
Amen, Dustin. There you have it. All right. So, Meg, we're moving on to our third and everyone's favorite segment of the show, Skip or Flip, where we're going to show you 3 items, and you're going to let us know if you find it at a thrift store, at a garage sale, at an estate sale. Would you skip or flip?
All right, I'm ready.
All right. So, Meg, you've already spoken on this earlier, and this is part of our skip or flip segment, so we're just going to go ahead and show it to everybody. So, for the people that may not know, so we have here Spice World, the DVD.
Flip.
I already know what I'm doing.
Thanks
and this
to
is
the
what
Nashville Flippers.
Yeah, so this is complete with Hannah Trousell's name autograph on it, which
Wow.
I guess that was just the previous owner of this DVD. So
Okay.
let me know, guys. Well, I guess if everyone's already been on here the whole time, but let me know, guys, in the chat. Are you skipping? Are you flipping this Spice World DVD? And, you know, a lot of DVDs aren't really worth a lot, but I've noticed, Meg, that DVDs that are music related, concert DVDs, things that like that, those usually hold pretty good value.
Yeah,
so,
very true.
Meg is saying you're flipping, right, Meg? And Dustin is saying, what are you saying, Dustin?
Oh, I'm flipping. I already know
Dustin
why.
is flipping. So Marie is saying that she is flipping also. Meg, are you a big Spice Girls fan? Are you spicing up your life on a daily basis?
No, I'm not, but I can appreciate it for sure.
Who is your favorite Spice Girl?
I don't have one.
You don't have a favorite?
No, I don't.
Are you a posh Spice, sporty Spice, scary?
I guess sporty
Spice?
guess. Yeah, but I appreciate it, but not really my thing. I'd flip it though.
Okay. Dustin, who is your favorite Spice Girl?
I didn't really watch it, so I have no idea.
You don't know? All right.
Nope.
All right. So this DVD sold for $38, free shipping. So there you go. And guys, so next time I just read Jeremy's comment. So next time you're at the Goodwill, you're passing up the DVD section, looking for those hard to find video games. Look for Spice World. Could bring you some pretty good money. So there you go.
Awesome.
Marie's favorite Spice Girl is Baby Spice. Jeremy's is Introvert Spice, and Alan is flipping. So that is funny. We just need to make our own little Spice Girls.
There you go.
Care Bears or something. All right. Next one up. Meg, skip or flip. We have here this Polaroid camera. Let me show you all the pictures.
Okay.
Can't show you any kind of, wording details, but it doesn't have any film in it. It's a Polaroid 600, it looks like. Oh, that's what the film takes, sorry. It's a one-step close-up Polaroid camera. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Are you flipping or are you skipping? Meg, give us your thought process on this. What is Meg Sells thinking?
I would skip, because I think I'm not amazing with like cameras and vintage like electronics, but I know that some cameras are like not worth anything. So if I can't look up any comps or anything, I'm just going to skip because I don't know enough about it.
Okay. Well, if you were to take a guess, how much would you think this would sell for?
Could be wrong here, but maybe like $15-20.
15 to 20? Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Dustin? Are you flipping or are you skipping?
I kind of want to flip it.
You kind of want to flip it?
I've sold some vintage cameras before. I've gotten a lot at a yard sale. It could be worth something, maybe. I might take a chance on it if I got it for like $2 to $3.
Okay.
Maybe $5.
Well, of course, through $2 or $3, I mean, you're pretty much flipping anything at that point.
Oh, yeah. But I think it'd go for like 40 to 50.
You think 40 to 50?
Yeah.
Okay. What made you think about that? Just because of your experience with vintage cameras in the past?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Now, this is Alan is saying he's flipping. Marie is saying flip. If I get it for a couple bucks, of course, let's say you're at the Goodwill It's got a $10.99 price tag.
Hard pass.
All right, guys. Hard pass doesn't suck. Augie's saying he's flipping, and Alan is saying he's flipping. So what are you thinking, Meg? Are you still flipping or are you skipping?
No, I'm skipping. That's not my thing, and I don't know enough about it. I've never sold a camera before.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
Let's see. What do we got?
Jeremy says $10.99, $99.99.
I think they'd price it like that just for Jeremy.
They would.
He finds the weirdest stuff in the thrift store.
All right. So this sold for $16.99 on eBay.
All right.
So Meg is 2-0 right now. So Meg, just by your, like you were saying before, you just didn't want to pick it up just because you don't have any experience in the vintage cameras.
Yeah, and I've seen them at estate sales before, and I've looked up comps, and nothing like really impressed me. I know there's obviously certain ones that are like, the way to go, and they're good flips, but there's just so many that don't seem to do that well. So it's just not something I ever really try to get into.
Nice. All right. So next one up, skip or flip. We have here a Nintendo Entertainment System video game. The video game is called Bomberman 2. I don't know if anybody's ever played any of the Bomberman games before. It looks like it might still have like a video rental place sticker on the back.
Where's the Nintendo logo at?
Oh, it's down here.
Okay.
I can't see if...
Yeah, it's a little... Hold on. It's still a little small. So...
Tough to tell.
Yeah. There's the pins. They're showing the pins. The contact. All right. So what's your thought process here, Meg? Are you a big Nintendo fan?
Not necessarily. I've sold a lot of like Wii stuff before, so I know a lot more about like, Nintendo Wii than I do like vintage Nintendo, but I think I would try it. I think I would flip it. I would give it a shot. I know that some of the older games sell. I just don't know as how well they sell.
Okay. Now, if you go to Goodwill, they're probably going to have this in the case. They're probably going to put a $10.99 sticker on there. Now, would you buy it for that much? Are you willing to take a chance?
Not for like $10.99. For like $5, I would do it.
Okay. So you're flipping for that price, but let's say it's $10. You're skipping if it's 10.
10 because I'm not confident. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about you, Dustin?
I'd look it up for sure if it was like $10.
Well, we're all looking.
You gotta look it up, but
we're all looking it up. But let's say Meg's at the Goodwill. Her phone is dead because she's too busy watching cat videos on TikTok, and it just dies. So she's just going by experience. She's going by what information that she has before, and it's at $10.99 at Goodwill.
It could get it's some of these games can go for a lot. I mean, I've sold GameCube games for $200. Never heard of. Phone dies. Goodwill's got a 14-day return policy. I'll get it. See what it sells for when the phone gets done charging. If it doesn't go for a lot, go back and return it.
Okay.
But I'd probably flip it if I don't know. Yeah, I'd flip it. I'd flip it.
All right. You flipping? Meg, are you flipping?
I'm flipping.
Okay. Jeremy's saying flip. Augie's saying flip. Marie's saying flip.
All right.
Flip. Not at $10.99. That would be a pass.
Agreed.
So, what would you what would you think this will sell for, Meg?
I'm gonna say like the 25 to 30 range.
25 to 30.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Dustin?
100 plus.
100 plus.
Yep.
Why is that?
Just saying.
Huh?
I don't know. I feel confident.
You feel confident you're selling this for 100 plus. What made you think that?
I don't know. Bomberman, I don't know. Rare, possible rarity. Who knows?
Okay.
Some of Duck Hunt, Mario Duck Hunt.
Well, those aren't worth anything.
Exactly.
So this could be a common game, Dustin.
Or it could not be. I'm not too positive, but it could be.
Okay. All right. But Meg, flip is your final answer.
Yep. Let's do it.
All right. Let's see.
What do
So
you got?
Bomberman for the NES, Bomberman 2 for the NES sold for $199.95.
Wow. Nice, Dustin.
Did it?
So there you go.
Awesome.
Like Dustin was saying, this is one of the rarer games in the
That's
Nintendo library. So
It's really good
out and
shape,
about-
too. The sticker's really good shape.
That is true. The sticker is in a very good shape.
Now I
So-
gotta look out for that.
There you go. So if you're at a yard sale and you're digging through games, a lot, like Dustin was saying too, also, a lot of the Nintendo games really aren't worth a lot of money. They're not worth
Yeah.
money. So just because it's old, people are going to want to put a big price tag on old stuff, but it's not worth any
Right.
money.
Yep.
But there is some games that are worth more than others. Bomberman 2, of course, is one of them. Another one to look for would be Little Samson. Have you heard of that game, Meg?
I haven't. No.
So Little Samson, it kind of came out towards the end of the Nintendo system's life, you know, like when the Super Nintendo was out. You know, it was like
Okay.
one of the last games to come out.
Nice.
So, and you got to be careful because they make repos, which are the reproductions or whatever.
Yeah.
So Little Samson, $2,000.
Oh,
Just
man.
sold on April the 16th.
Wow.
Jeez.
As you can see here, this is a reproduction. Little Samson reproduction, $21. But the real ones, $2,000, $2,500.
Wow.
So that's the one that you definitely need to look for. Is Little
Yeah, for
Samson.
sure.
And I think there's another one. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. And this is a good one. The Flintstones Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Okay. So that's another bolo for you guys. And that's, I just pulled it up. $900 game. Again, they make reproductions. They're
Jeez.
$30. There you go. $1,600, $1,900. And
Wow.
the reason why this one is rare is because you couldn't buy it. You can only rent it at the Blockbusters. And when Blockbuster went out of business, then these started circulating out in the public.
Oh, that's pretty
So-
cool.
Yeah. So there you go, guys.
All right.
Little Samson, Flintstones Escape from Dinosaur Peak, or Surprise at Dinosaur Peak, and Bomberman 2.
Yep.
Awesome.
There you go. So let's get back to see what the chat is saying. We have Jonathan Miller. How's it going, everyone? Good to see you,
What's
Jonathan. Glad you could stop by. Mikey says, okay, guys, getting a little late for me on the West Coast. Thanks for your insight. Make it awesome. Thanks.
Thanks.
It's early on the West Coast, ain't it? It's probably like 7
I
o'clock.
think
Yeah.
so.
It's early.
Yeah, I know.
It's early out there.
Yeah, I guess that's late.
So
It's late for us.
Marie saying only got sunk by one tonight. Oh, there you go. Usually get them all. So
I
there you
know.
go. It's 7:30, Mikey, but great rest of the night. Yeah. That's funny. So, all right, Meg. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty, and thank you so much for coming on. We just have a couple more questions. And one of the questions that we have is trash picking. That's one of your specialties. Give us a good pointers. You know, one of the things that I really enjoy when you do it is when you do your TikTok lives, your trash picking
Yeah.
live, and I think that's super entertaining. So, for someone that might get into trash picking, what's something that people need to look for?
Yeah, definitely. So first thing is to have a car, right? Like a clear car that can fit some stuff.
You've been hanging
So-
around Dustin for too long.
Yeah, seriously. So we actually, I go out with my fiance and do it, but we both have coupes. So we don't really have the ideal cars for it. So I think we definitely miss something. So if you have an SUV or a truck, you're much better start than I am. But I would say things that you should never pick up are anything that could have any type of like like a bed bug, like a mattress. Don't pick up a mattress, right? Like that's a no-go. Couches, I stay away from couches, not my, I don't know, just too much to clean on that.
Yeah.
But often like wooden chairs, anything wood, because that can't really, carry like too many pests. Tables, I find a lot of tables, a lot of toys. Sometimes if people are moving, they'll just throw out big boxes of toys. So you could go through those and, flip some of those things online. So I definitely say keep your eye out for those kind of things. And then the other thing is to make sure you go out at night. So not the morning of like when the garbage men are coming, because then you're racing against them. I would go at night so people can't see you, because it's not the most glamorous thing to be like walking away with a table from someone's trash can. So I definitely go at night. I think that's a little bit easier, like in stealth mode,
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried? I know this is we have Chris with Flip the World. He says, "Hey everybody, it's your favorite reseller troublemaker. Good to see you."
Hey.
But he was doing a lot of dumpster diving for the longest time. Have you ever done anything like that before, Meg? Like transition from curb into dumpster diving or anything like that?
You know what? I haven't, but there are a lot of apartment complexes around me. So when we have the large garbage pickup nights, they put their large garbage in the dumpster. I haven't brought myself to go in the dumpster yet. I think that might not come for me, but I'm cool with the curb. I think the curb is my thing.
Okay, nice. I know our other brother-in-law, Tim, one time he was taking out the trash and he spotted what he thought was a Nintendo 64 remote. And he went in there, found a Nintendo 64, the controllers, games. I mean, I think it might have been something to where the people got evicted and they just like threw everything in the trash.
Oh, wow.
So
he found a graphics card too.
A graphics, was that the same day, Dustin?
I think so.
Yeah, computer graphics card. I mean, he made out like a bandit. So
you found a MacBook.
In this case,
I was gonna say you found a Mac, but that was in the trash, right? Not the dumpster.
It was in the. We have like a garbage compactor, where we throw all of our trash. It was like sitting outside.
What'd you do with that? Did you ever sell it, or?
It's still sitting in my garage. I gotta test it. Yeah, so I gotta sell it. Yeah, it's on the list, Dustin. It's on the list. So.
You should put it at the top of the list.
That's right.
There's a lot of
too many things at the top of your list.
There's too many things on the top of the list. So let's see here. We have Gulf Coast Pickers. Glad that you can make it on. Good to see you. Let's see here. I know I'm trying to remember what the question was in the beginning. Meg, could you remember what we were?
Like how do I want to grow my business? I think was that it?
Correct.
Okay. So that's a good question. I think what I really want to do with it is I want to kind of go into more of a furniture. There it is. Furniture, like I love furniture. I love flipping furniture. I think it's really fun. I just don't have the space for it and I don't have the car for it. So eventually I'd like to get more into that. And I think that's how I'd like to grow it, but that's a pretty expensive thing for me to grow because now I have to go get a truck and, get storage space. So I think that's a goal for me at some point. Because it's something I really like. And I kind of have I feel like I have an eye for like design and furniture pieces. So in the long game, I would like to do something like that.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I know Dustin and I, one of our goals for this year, which is towards the top of the list as well. we're looking to purchase. We both have trucks, but we want to purchase like a van, so we can put stuff in, and we have like a fun little super chat video. So anytime someone gives us a super chat, we play this little video of us in a van.
Awesome.
Because all the super chats that people donate go towards the purchase of the van. And our friend Sunny Las Vegas, which was on the podcast 2 weeks ago, he thought of a great idea that anybody that actually donates any super chat will have their name somewhere on the van.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
So there you go, guys. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
Close.
Listen, so you buy a van and then you give me your truck, so that'll work out.
Well, see, that's the thing. They're like our personal vehicles, so we don't want to keep them. You know,
I need mine for work. I'm in construction, so I gotta have the tools and stuff on it.
Yeah.
So we want something to just go picking in. You know, like if someone beats on it or something happens to it, we're not stressing over it. You know, we want to just
car a lot at yard sales or what's going on over there.
Yeah, we just want to get it going. So Meg, we're getting towards the end of the podcast, of course, and one of your goals, you were saying that you want to be able to expand your business. Expand your business and start flipping furniture. What are some of the things that you look for when you want to flip the furniture?
So a cheap piece, right? If I can't find it in the garbage, it's got to be something cheap, because flipping furniture, then you have to start taking into consideration like your stains and your paint and your tools, right? So it's like a different type of investment. It's not just paying for the item. It's now putting all this extra work into it to turn it into something different. So that's one of the main things, I think, is you really got to know, like, okay, well, how much will this sell for? And I think it's like, will people like this type of piece that I'm turning it into? Like, maybe I like it, but maybe someone doesn't have the same taste as I do,
Mm-hmm. That's nice. So, Meg, Jeremy is kind enough to donate $5 towards the van. So let's play the super chat video of us in the van. So let's go. All right. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for the super chat. We really do appreciate it.
His name is going on the van.
There you go. So love this video. Thank you so much, Jeremy. And we'll make sure we get a prime spot to have Colts Comics on the van. So thank you so much. So Meg, tips and tricks, advice for a reseller that may want to get into reselling, or a reseller that's experienced, that your years of reselling, that maybe you ran into bumps in the road and then you found, I don't know, certain things that may help you along the way. So let's say a tip for an experienced reseller and a tip for a more of a seasoned reseller, if you will.
Yeah. So for an experienced reseller, I think one of the things I found along the way was consistency, right? So being so consistent when you're listing, right? It's not about, okay, I just pounded all these out and I have 500 listings and I'm not going to touch it for 3 weeks. It's like, I feel like the algorithm on eBay is so much like post something, at least some kind of action every day. That's what I've found continues my sales, like where I'll get consistent sales every day, is to at least have something on there, not necessarily posting, but even going into your listings and revising them or hitting sell similar or something like that. And then for someone that's maybe new or, hasn't really gotten into it yet, I would say to try to sell things in your own home first before you just go out and source, because I think that can be very overwhelming. Because I think every time, like even from this, right, we're playing, flip or skip, you learn new things. Like every video you see from these people that, I didn't know to keep an eye out for that, right? So start with things in your own home so you're not really taking a loss, just things you don't need, and then start to educate yourself and get into what you can flip and what you can't.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you, Meg, so much for coming on. We really do appreciate it. It was fun. And like I said, we definitely need to have you back, touch bases even further, once you get your 2042, baby. So anything else that you might want to say to the people? Meg?
No, thank you for watching. And I'm so glad I could be back on, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully.
Yes. And guys, and I'm sorry I've just mentioned this, but guys, if you want to follow Meg, make sure to follow her. Her link tree is down in the description below. Instagram, TikTok. You have a newsletter out too, don't you, Meg? Do you want to touch base on what that is?
Yeah, it's completely free. So it's something I send out every Monday morning, and it comes out with a tip of the week. So kind of what I've learned that week and something to kind of keep your sales up, and then my best flip of the week.
Oh.
So it's definitely something you should sign up for if you haven't. It's completely free. So
okay.
Check it out.
There you go, guys. Make sure to sign up for the newsletter. So newsletter, awesome. TikTok, Instagram, anything else that I'm missing, Meg?
I have YouTube as well. My YouTube is fairly new, but I do have one.
Okay.
What's
your goals or aspirations for? Is it going to be reselling related, or is it going to be more of a get to know Meg?
No, I think a mix of both. I try to mix everything in my videos so my personality comes out, but yeah, definitely more focused around reselling. I think eventually like more into side hustles is like a general kind of deal, but yeah, definitely.
Oh, I'm looking forward for that for sure.
Yeah.
So you just got to get started. I tell everyone all the time, just do it.
It's very true. Very true.
Yeah. But anything else for the people, Dustin?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Allergies are killing me, so take your allergy medicine. It's that time of year.
There you go, guys. All right, guys. So that includes another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling. Thank you so much, guys, everyone in the chat, for participating, listening to us. Like always, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Nashville Flippers. Leave a 5-star review on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. And thank you so much, Colts Comics, for the super chat. That is going to go towards our purchase of the van. And so that does it. My name is Ray.
My name is Dustin.
And
Meg.
we will catch you guys on the flip side. See y'all and God bless. Peace.
Bye.